Welcome back to another gold charting video. My name is Lakeisha, and as usual, we're going to talk about my entries, my exits, and my profit targets on this particular market, especially because this week price has really moved quite a bit. There were so many moves that someone could have taken based on the analysis from last week. As you can see, we broke all these different levels. So let's just go ahead and start fresh by getting rid of all of this and starting on the weekly time frame. So very obvious movement here. We could see that price has been strong bullish for several weeks. So 1, 2, 3, at least weeks so far. Actually longer than that. It's just basically just a really strong uptrend because of all of the concerns about the US economy. And of course, when things are kind of iffy, people run to gold. What if you can trade gold or any market in just 1 hour per day, even if you have a full-time job, and still grow the account? Most traders think that they have to sit in front of charts all day, and maybe if they step away, they may either miss a setup or they may come back to a losing trade. Well, in this free masterclass, I'm going to show you a calm and repeatable way for you to enter trades with confidence, and you can lose all the anxiety when you step away from your charts. Go ahead and check out the free masterclass. It's totally free. So first, I'm going to start by marking off the top here. The high is at 3,086, almost making another high today inside of the market, but this is the highest point at this point. So I'm going to mark off right there, and then I'm going to mark off right here at 28.54. This is a wide range, so let's go ahead and go down to the daily time frame. All right, so now that we got some more structure, I like the top. I like this bottom area right here. So I'm going to mark off this level right here at 3,010. And then I'll probably mark off another level right here at 29.56. All right, cool. Let's go down to 4H. All right. So now we got a lot more market structure. So let's go ahead and see what's happening here on the H4 time frame. All right. So we can see top is looking good. I'm going to adjust this level right here and move it down to 3,005, and then we do have a nice little level in here. I'll come back to that. I like how this level is lining up here. This area is a little tricky, but we are going to move this level. I think I want to put it right here at 28.44 for now. So let's go down to the H2 time frame. Scooting everything in. Now that we have a lot more data inside of this market. So all my levels, I'm just checking them just to see if they look good. So I am going to use this horizontal ray right here for this area at 29.30 or 29.83. And that is a good level because of all the rejections right here. And then here on the H2 time frame, I am going to use another horizontal ray. It's just easier for me to just mark this off super quickly. So that's why I'm using this, in case you're wondering. So I'll mark it off right here at 29.05. And then let's go down to the H2 or H1 time frame and move this in a little bit. Okay, cool. So now that we have a lot more data here, I do see some things that I want to mark off. So the first thing is a level actually, I want to do this level right here first. So this is now at 30.54. I like that level a lot. Basically just trying to break up the zone since it is huge. So I just want to mark that off. And then another level I see is right here. And this is at 30.69. So this leads us right into the game plan for this upcoming week. Just wanted to have these levels kind of marked off. And I put this level because I see this as a potential entry zone, but not 100% because I do see something else right here. And this is at 30.76. So let's go ahead and zoom into this area so we can focus our efforts there. So, okay, great. So we can see this high has been made. We see there's a low over here, a low here, and then a low here. So basically my game plan for this upcoming week is obviously buys. There's a lot more uncertainty inside of the market. I basically want to see, my first idea is going to be seeing price come into here and then continue to push up. We're going to mark off some potential entries in a second, but potentially push up from there. And then my other idea is about right here, and it is basically doing the same thing. It just depends on how deep the retracement is going to be. We obviously do not know that. So we're just coming up with a game plan. And then, of course, this right here. So it can do a much deeper retracement and come back. So these are my ideas for buys. I've created another community here on School called Consistent Profitable Traders. And if you want to join, you can go to school.com/traders in order to join this free membership. I have a number of things here inside of the community. You can see that the community is growing. There are people being added almost every single day. And then inside of the classroom, I do have some things here. I'm constantly adding new things, new resources for new traders. And if you go over to the calendar, then you'll see that I have a monthly call with everybody inside of this group. So if you want to join this community, go ahead and go to school.com/traders and I'll see you there. I do see a really short-term opportunity right here. And this is 147 pips. And this will be below this level right here at 30.69. And then I'm just going to use my ray tool. And then this area is a little tricky because it danced around in here quite a bit. So price may leak this level and then maybe come here to bounce off, but I'm going to keep it here at this key level right here. I don't want to do anything inside of here just because price could potentially bounce off of that level. But another thing that I see inside of here, kind of the same thing, another potential bounce off level, especially because we have this really big wick here and then it continues to push up to the upside. So really my bias this week for this particular market is bullish. However, there are potentials for reversals because we have made all-time highs on this market pretty much every single week for the past few weeks. And depending on what sort of news catalyst that may come out for this upcoming week, it could continue the trend or to push it in the opposite direction. So I would just be a little bit cautious. I tend to be cautious around all-time highs. So that's why I'm looking for some sort of retracements. And then another thing that I wanted to do is see potential targets for the upside. So I'm just going to use my Fibonacci retracement tool and then mark off some potential levels. So my first target is going to be at 31.10. That seems like a nice level. And then the other is 31.40, mainly because of this entire bullish move right here that pretty much happened. Okay, yeah, this was from all of this week. It did consolidate quite a bit, and then it pushed up later in the week. So, and that was mostly due to the economic news that came out. So, anyway, so this is my game plan for the upcoming week. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, and then also subscribe to this channel so that way you can see more of these kind of market analysis videos every single week. And then also, if you made it this far inside this video, comment ATH, standing for all-time highs. This market is constantly crushing it when it comes to all-time highs. Last night just kind of came out of nowhere, and I wish I would have caught that, but I wasn't looking at the market. It is what it is. I'll see you next time.